Welcome back to Rocky Railway VBS. Today we have an exciting new Bible adventure.
And so today's totally true Bible adventure is some place where you actually might get your feet a little bit wet, but we're going to be discovering how Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Woo, woo. Speaking of hope, I hope we don't run into any storms or any problems today. We're going to get on a ship, and I always get a little seasick when I'm out on the sea. So you might not want to stand too close to me because that could be a problem. But the weather's supposed to be great today. It sounds like smooth sailing. Are you ready to go aboard? Oh, wait a minute. We got a bunch of cargo, so I wonder who I can get to carry some of this. Well, you know what? I'll take this one. While you're at home, I want you to pretend that you're taking some cargo onto our ship. And when you go up onto a ship, getting on board can be a little bit tricky because you have to walk up what's called a gangplank. And a gangplank is just kind of a thin piece of wood that goes from the shore up onto the ship. So what you do at home is you practice like you're walking up on a gangplank. Watch your step, it might be slippery. So here's my gangplank right over here. I'm gonna go on mine. You pretend that you're walking on one too, okay? Let's go on our ship, come on. Uh-oh, look what I found on the ship. It's a note. Let me read it. Oh no, it says, "Dear Lynn, I'm feeling a little green around the gills today, so I won't be able to sail the ship. But you used to sail, so you go ahead and you be in charge." It says, "Have a fun voyage, and thanks for your help, the captain." So it's been a while since I sailed a ship, but it'll come back to me, right? Kind of like riding a bike, except for there's water and no wheels. Oh well. Okay, everybody, up on your feet. We need to make this boat ship shape. All right, here we go. First, we need to raise the sails. So what we're going to do is pretend we're raising the sails. They're all attached to ropes. So everybody, you should be pulling on the ropes, raising the sails, hoist the sails. All right, good job, everybody. And now we have to swab the deck. You know what that means? We have to mop it. So pretend you're holding a mop and you're swabbing the deck. Come on, everybody. Mop away, swab the deck. Good job. And now we have to raise the anchor. All right? So we're going to go to the side of the boat and we're going to pull up the anchor, pull up the rope. Come on, anchor. All right, good pretending, everybody. Oop, good job. We all got the anchor up now. Excellent work. Okay, now we have to start the engines. Okay, start the engines. Oh yeah, this is Bible times. There are no engines. Oh, I wonder what power we're going to use to help us go. What do you think we should use? How is this ship going to go anywhere if it has no engines? You're right. We need wind. Okay, everybody, let's see if you can help me get the wind going, all right? How can we do that? Okay, let's blow. Are you blowing? Okay, what about flap your arms? Come on. Everybody, let's make the ship go. Flap your arms. Oh, is that working? I don't know. We got no wind. We may as well sit down and relax while we're waiting for the wind. We're kind of powerless to do anything if we don't have wind. Hey, while we're waiting for the wind, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something that you'd like to change in your life, but you kind of feel powerless to do anything about it. As for me, I feel really powerless right now about what's going to happen when school starts up in a few weeks. This coronavirus is affecting everything, and I'm worried that kids might not be able to go back to school and you'll have to do all e-learning. And I'm also kind of worried that some of you will go back to school and it might not be really safe for you. How about you? Maybe there's something in your life that you wish would go away. Or maybe it's a bully that you wish would just, leave you alone. Maybe there's a broken friendship that you have that you don't know how to fix it. What's something in your life that you feel powerless to do anything about? I'm going to ask you to pause the video right now and talk with the people that you're with about something that you feel powerless to do anything about. Hey, thanks for sharing, everyone. It's no fun to be powerless. It feels hopeless, in fact. But the past few weeks, we've been learning about a new kind of power, the power of Jesus. And Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Woo-hoo. Hey, we have wind. Let's go. Ooh, I'm going to steer the boat here for a little while. Alrighty. This should be an easy trip. Unless that prisoner Paul that's chained up down below, unless he's right. He said that our ship would sink, and that the cargo would float off, and we shouldn't be sailing today at all, he said. But he's not really a sailor, so let's not pay any attention to him. What do you think, okay? This prisoner's name is Paul. And from what I hear, he's a Christian who got in trouble because he keeps talking about Jesus. He keeps telling other people about Jesus after God changed his heart from hating Jesus followers to actually being a Jesus follower himself. Hey, remember the last Bible study we talked about a man named Saul and how Ananias went and laid his hands on Saul and Saul received his sight back? Well, this same Saul, when that happened to him, he changed his name to Paul. And that's the same Paul that we have chained up down below on this ship. Paul is a prisoner because the emperor doesn't want people following Jesus. The emperor wants people only following the emperor. But Paul kept talking about Jesus, and now he's off to Rome to stand trial in front of the emperor himself. I wouldn't want to be in Paul's sandals. I heard some of you might be Christians too. If you don't mind, here's a question for you. If you could tell a person who didn't know Jesus something about Jesus, what would you say? I want you to turn to the people near you and kind of talk about that. What is something you can say about Jesus? And here's another question for you to discuss. Since Paul was told not to talk about Jesus, and he did it anyway, what do you think Paul's punishment should be? Hey, thanks for sharing. If you talk about Jesus, you're probably not going to get chained up like a prisoner and stuck in the bottom of a ship like Paul is. Hey, did anyone feel that? What's that? Wow. Oh my. Feels like rain a little bit. I'm going to go down below deck and check the charts in case we're heading into some rough weather here. I'll check on Paul while I'm down there too. And while I'm gone, you all better talk and come up with a plan for what you're going to do if this ship sinks. Hey, bad news, mates. I went down below and there is a lot of water sloshing around on there. That means that we're running into some rough seas here. I hope that Paul guy doesn't get away, and I hope that he wasn't right about what's coming. Things could get rough, really rough. Oh, can you feel it? The wind is picking up. We're gonna have to take care of this here. Okay. All right, everybody, you gotta help me out here. Everybody, to the port side. That's your left side. Oh, okay. And now to starboard. That's your right side. Lean, everybody. Go, go, go. Oh my gosh. Oh, we need to try to hug the shoreline as the ship might come apart, and we need to be close to shore. Help me haul in the sails. Come on, pull down the ropes. Gather up the sailcloth. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Are you helping? Are you pulling in more sails? Come on, everybody, help, help, help. Oh, good job, everybody. Oh, this storm just won't stop. It seems like it's been going on for days and days and days. It's hopeless. It's time to lighten the load. Anything that you brought as cargo, throw it overboard right now. Throw it overboard. Okay, this looks bad, really bad. I can see the storm coming. Oh my gosh, the waves are going and everything. I'm going to check to see if Paul is okay. Hunker down right here until I get back. But we've got good news and bad news. All right, the bad news, Paul says the ship is going down. Good news, nobody on the ship is going to be lost. We're going to all make it. Paul says that his friend Jesus is going to pull us through and take care of us. Oh, is that the shoreline over there? Wait, can you guys see? Look, can you see the shoreline? Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't see much through this rain. Does anybody else see the shore yet? Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to try for the shore, but I have a tough decision to make here. You know, in situations like this, I'm supposed to kill any prisoners. I'm not supposed to let them survive. But you know, that Paul guy, he encouraged us to eat something. And he says his friend Jesus is going to save us all. So maybe we should let him live. What do you think I should do? I'll let him go. Hey, you sailors down below, unchain the prisoner. Let him go. Now, let's cut those anchors and haul in the anchors. This storm is just getting worse and worse for us. Oh, shoot, we're running aground. Oh my gosh, the ship is breaking apart. Oh, you're going to have to jump overboard and swim, my mates. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. I'm going to count to 3. And when I say 3, we'll jump overboard, okay? Ready? 1, 2, freeze. Whoa, my heart is racing. Everyone, let's take a seat. Sit back down. We're going to continue talking about our story. I got to sit before my legs give out. Imagine being on that ship as it was splintering under you and you dropped into those huge waves that were crashing on the shore. There was lightning flashing and howling wind. It must have been really awful for Paul and for the sailors on that ship. But you know what? Paul was right. Not one person on the ship was lost. Everyone survived. Trusting Jesus gave them hope and in this shipwreck situation. You know, earlier you all talked about situations that left you feeling powerless and maybe hopeless. I want you to pause the video again at this time and talk about how Jesus' power might give you hope in those situations. How might Jesus' power make a difference? Hey, thank you all for sharing. You know, I know that my friendship with Jesus powers up the hope that I have for whatever is going to happen when school starts up again for everyone. I'm so glad I know Jesus. And I know that praying about my situation, you know, talking with God about it is helpful. You know, if any parents are watching right now with their kids, would you take a moment and pray for your kids? Ask that Jesus' power will give them hope. Trust Jesus. Hey, thank you all for participating today, and I'll see you again another day for a totally true Bible adventure.
Join us on Wednesday as we wrap up learning how Jesus' power gives us hope.